Okay, it is Wednesday, December 10th or 12th, geez, and we have a very special guest speaker on tonight. We're super excited to have Keichun on. Keichun's been mentoring Natalie and I since we started in this business, which is crazy because we're coming up on 5 years in February and April. So we have an awesome relationship with her. And tonight she was generous enough to work a little bit late and come on to talk to us about the new Elite program. So the cool thing that I love about this, and that you're going to hear her explain tonight, is that the Elite program for 2019 to become a 2020 Elite or Premier coach is unbelievable. It's super attainable. It's something that every single person on this team, whether you started yesterday or you've been on this team for a couple of years now, can achieve. And it's something that can truly change a lot of things when it comes to your business as well as your life. So without further ado, I'm going to let her just take it away and just explain. Like I said, we'll stay on a little bit afterwards to answer any additional questions that you guys have. But Keichun, go ahead and take it away. Let me unmute you. You're muted. Oh, I muted you again. Okay, there you go.
First of all, I know you guys were thinking I was Doug Moss. Surprise! It's me. I have no clue why it says Doug Moss. Anyway, I'm super excited to be here to talk with the teams today. I'm getting my screen ready so I can share it. So I'm going to just talk aimlessly until we get it going. Like Kelsey mentioned, I think that this program just really streamlines exactly what we are trying to do. Where am I at? Oh, that's why. Hold on. I figured out why it's not sharing. Let me start this over. Let me go to my slideshow. Play from the start. Where'd you guys go? All right, now I'm going to share my screen. Boom, shaka laka. Can you guys see that? Okay, perfect. So like I mentioned, I'm super excited. We're talking about the road to Elite. Before I get started, I'm going to kind of go through. We have 28 of you on the call, and there was a fantastic training on the Champions page. Who, by a show of hands, wave at me, has seen that training on the Champions page, just so I can get a good understanding of what I'm working with? Okay, hold on. I'm going down. Okay, so I'm seeing lots of hands. Okay, few non-hands. Keep waving at me. Okay, I see your hand, Michelle. Okay, I think I'm at the bottom of my list. Everyone else doesn't have their face on. Hey, if you have some opportunity to show your face, show your face. I want to see your facial expressions and all that good stuff. Okay, so that's good that a majority of you guys have seen that Champions Page training because I'm going to talk about that, but really my objective is just to remind you of those qualifications that Kevin shared in the Champions page, but to really share the strategy on this call in order to reach it, and then to really communicate why you should strive to lead an elite team. And why the strategy to reach elite should be goals that we can weave into our own, our personal 2019 goals and while we're doing our goal setting. So we are all here. You guys see my next slide? We are all here because of our collective missions to help people reach their goals and live a healthy and fulfilling life. And in my opinion, we've been given the esteemed honor of ending the trend of obesity. But one thing that I will say until the death of me, because I believe it with all of my heart, is that we aren't just ending the trend of obesity, we are ending trends, plural. And ending trends is our superpower. And the trends that we're ending include obesity. That's where we start. But we're also ending the trend of living paycheck to paycheck, and of loneliness, and the trend of limiting beliefs, and the trend of self-doubt, and the trend of living in debt as the norm, the trend of developing personally after graduation. We are ending trends, and that's what you all are doing. And you and the teams that are on this call tonight are absolutely on the front end of doing that. And you do that with your challenge groups and with your inviting and with organizing your month to make it make sense to you and to your coaches and your prospects even. And with getting an accountability partner to hold you to the actions necessary to reach your goals when you don't feel like doing them. And to attending events virtually and live in person. I know I'm preaching to the choir there. Striving to reach the goals that you set for yourself, like actually understanding the how and then relentlessly going for your goals, giving this baby all you got, taking complete ownership of this amazing opportunity that we have and being growth conscious as we work to reach audacious goals. And I can go on, but all the things that you all are doing to reach any success, in this business, whether it be physically, financially, mentally, for you, for your coaches, for your customers, and even the followers that are visually present and there and commenting and liking, down to those that are kind of quiet and just watching and not commenting or liking on anything. All of those are how you continue to end trends, plural. And so those are the stories of the person who needed or wanted to lose weight, who needed to get control over an eating disorder that ran their life for so many years, for the military spouse who wasn't quite as lonely when their spouse deployed because they had a virtual group of friends to keep them sane and to keep them company. The stories of the marriages that were saved because of personal development, because you're loving yourself more, because the confidence is back, because communication is actually happening. The moms or the dad who wanted to stay home with the kids, the couple who wanted so badly to start a family but needed help. And by helping people reach their goals and live a healthy, fulfilling life, they were able to afford in vitro. They were able to afford adoption. And now they're a party of 3 or more. By supplementing income for people who love their job but may not be able to live the lifestyle that they desire or the way that they want with just that one dream job, to having ownership and a tangible legacy to leave to your family. Because do you know that where we're going, we are the leaders in health and fitness. We are the leaders, y'all. And where we're going, this is a forever thing. This is a forever thing. We ain't going nowhere. There are companies, there are network marketing companies who have business centers that are occupied, that are owned by great grandkids. The business center was passed down that many times from their great grandparents. That's the type of legacy we're leaving and perpetuating by working to fulfill our mission to help people reach their goals and live a healthy, fulfilling life. Getting out of debt, back to the stories, or finishing school or that program with lesser debt and a game plan to get out of the debt once the program is over, to being able to feed your kids, to provide them seconds. Or maybe it was the person that wanted extra income just to buy more stuff without their spouse knowing, or to buy those Louboutin shoes or those Manolo Blahniks or those new fancy Nikes, or finding the best friends that you didn't even know you needed. When all of our lives we were told not to talk to strangers and not to start conversations with people on the internet. These are the stories that you all are helping to create. These are the stories of this team. And by striving to earn elite and to lead an elite team, that's how we create those amazing holistic transformations. Elite is a byproduct of us creating those holistic transformations. Elite is a byproduct of us helping people reach their goals and live a healthy, fulfilling life. And your success in this business is directly impacted by the lives that you influence, by the people that you touch. And so even if you came into this opportunity strictly for the the physical transformation, you will begin to build something sustainable that can potentially be passed down generations to come. And the great thing is, if this is your mission also, or a piece of it, or a goal that you kind of have visually, that's visually pleasing for you down the line, helping people achieve their goals and live a healthy, fulfilling life, then Elite is something for you to put as a goal for 2019. It is something for you to put on your vision board, to look at, to put at the top of your mountain, to strive for. And it is a byproduct of helping people, period. It's a byproduct of a holistically built, well-rounded, very sound, sustainable business. Being elite means that you are going the way and showing the way, and that you are helping people reach their goals that transcends beyond just health and fitness. But we are helping people end trends, plural. And so in addition to everything that I've already said, I'm just going to dig a little bit deeper in some of the reasons why you would want to be an elite coach leading an elite team. Well, here are just a few of those reasons. And I won't read through all of them, but having that title, getting that recognition, getting all the fun gifts that comes with it, being able to be down and show your coaches what's possible down when you're seated down on the floor at Summit, being able to rub elbows with other elite coaches and with the C-suite and the execs and the trainers, having access to those trainers. You know, right now we're doing a bunch of calls with Carl. We're doing a bunch of calls with Shanti. We did a bunch of calls when Lift Forward launched with Joel. And the people that we go to are our elite leaders, are our elite teams. We go there first because they have proven that they are going the way and showing the way. And so that's who we give these privileges to. So there are privileges that come with leading an elite team that you might not have otherwise, that will just continue to enhance what you guys are doing, what your team is doing, that will continue to give you the momentum, the knowledge, the know-how, the skills, the credibility to be able to fulfill your goals. But more than all that, I think that the number one thing that comes with being an elite coach, with leading an elite team, is the confidence. Oh, there is a confidence among our elite coaches because, like I said, we are the leaders in health and fitness, y'all. No one does it like us. No one does it better than us. And it is not because of Beachbody Corporate. It is absolutely because of you and these teams and you all specifically being elite, being an elite team that I'm talking to, being on the front line of ending those trends, of going the way and showing the way, of helping people holistically. And there's just a confidence that comes with saying that I'm a leader in the company that's the top. I'm in the top 0.01% of the company that is showing and proven that no one does it like us and no one's helping more people like us live a healthy, fulfilling life. Those are reasons why we want to be elite. Those are some reasons. And I would really encourage, let me back up a little bit and congratulate you guys properly. I want to congratulate the teams that are represented tonight. I know that we have Misfit Legion on the call, meeting all the qualifications to be 4-time elite. Amazing. We have Team Simply Beautiful, meeting the qualifications to lock in 3-time elite. And we have Mackenzie Mullinax and her team. Mackenzie, unmute yourself. What's your team name? I want to make sure I say it correctly.
Team Burn Bright.
Team Burn Bright. I will not ever forget that again. Team Burn Bright, meeting the qualifications to lock in Premier for next year. And so I would love for you guys, here's a challenge for you guys, especially for my people who are repeating elite. I would love for you guys to converse about what that means for you, what that meant for you and the team, and why you strive for it annually. So don't just take my word from it. Don't just take what these bullet points for it. I would love for you guys to get together to talk about why. Why do you go after it every year? And what has that done for you? And what has that meant for the team? Now, we're here to talk about Road to Elite. And that's what I promise I'm going to talk about. Let me just see if there are any questions really quick. Okay, none yet. All right. So let's get into the nitty-gritty of Road to Elite. Like I mentioned, this is a holistic program. And so really and truly, this program is about 3 things: acquisition, retention, and expansion. I will maybe say those 2 more times. That is not the big thing that I want you to remember from our conversation, but that's what it is about. So at the end of the day, our elite requirements have not necessarily changed too much. I'm going to get into the biggest piece of our changes for our new elite program. The qualifications are still 5-star diamond, which you can hold it for 6 consecutive weeks in any 6 consecutive weeks throughout the year, or you can meet that requirement and be paid as a 5-star diamond for 1 week in December. So you can approach that rank goal 2 different ways. Earning 105 leadership points. That's one of the changes. We no longer call them elite points. We call them leadership points now. And I will break down how to earn those 105 points a little bit later in this presentation. And then molding 2 new diamonds for the first time in 2019. So they can have been coaches that in any year, but they need to have reached diamond for the first time in 2019. And those diamonds will need to hold for 6 consecutive weeks also. So the biggest difference with this new elite program is that we have now brought in the leadership ladder. So now the leadership ladder, and really what the leadership ladder brings us is the ability to talk compensation. We're talking about a well-rounded system. We're talking about not just the physical, we're also talking about the financial transformation. And one thing that all of the leaders really admired and liked about the leadership ladder program is that it brought in us conversing about that weak leg volume and what that meant and how we can make sure that we're maximizing our income and earning an income. Period. And so we've brought in the leadership ladder into this road to elite because we also want there to be what's the word? We also want there to be some consistency with income. You know that, hey, I'm going to be earning at least about $1,000 a month by being an elite leader, because the requirements for the volume on the weak leg say that at the very least, I'm going to be earning about $1,000. So it brings in this consistency of income of elite coaches. Okay. What I also love about this new elite program is that it's not just us saying, put elite on the top of your mountain and just go focus on these certain things every month or every quarter. Now it's, put elite on the top of your mountain and focus on those certain things. But as you're focusing on those certain things monthly or quarterly, guess what? There are prizes. Woo, woo, woo. So we have this fun trophy that will be sent out as you reach each of these benchmarks. So instead of us just saying, we're going for elite, we're going to go for elite, but then as you work to reach that elite goal, your first step along the road to elite is team builder. And that's when you get your first piece of the block. And then as you continue to help people and help them help people, and you reach team leader, well, that's when the next piece comes in the mail. And they stack. And then as you continue to help people reach their goals and live a healthy, fulfilling life, then we make our way to premier leader. And that's when our next piece comes in the mail. And lastly and finally, when we make our way to the top of that mountain, by the end of the year, we receive our top piece as an elite coach leading an elite team, which makes up our trophy. So it's not just we're setting this year-long goal and we're waiting until the following year to begin to see this. We get to have benchmarks along the way. So let me break down these benchmarks a little bit further. So the first benchmark is our team builder. The great thing is that everyone starts from zero. Everyone starts from scratch on January 1st. We're all going to work our way to team builder again. No one will check off team builder until at least the first 6 weeks of the year, because in order to be a team builder, you'll want to be diamond coach or above, holding it for 6 consecutive weeks. With 25 leadership points, again, I'm going to explain how to earn those points in just a second, and molding 1 new emerald with 1,000 team volume on your weak leg. Any questions about team leader? You guys can unmute yourself, or you can go in the chat, and I'll try to keep making sure I look at the chat. Okay, so that's team builder. Then we're working our way up to team leader. So team leader, we are just taking it up another step, another level. So now these qualifications are 1-star diamond or higher, held for 6 consecutive weeks, earning 50 leadership points, and molding 2 new emeralds or 1 new diamond with 2,500 weak leg volume. And I want to make, I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but for the weak leg volume, for the leadership ladder, it was a month long. For this new elite program, we are doing it any rolling 5-week period. Any rolling 5-week period. Does that make sense? Okay, I want to make sure. Hey, I want to make sure that you don't walk away from this conversation with any unanswered questions. I don't believe that there's a such thing as a stupid question. So please unmute yourself, ask me. Don't walk away here with unanswered questions for sure. So then we begin to check off. And the cool thing is that you will see all of these in your back office. So as you are meeting these criteria and qualifications, you will visibly be able to see check marks in your back office. Congratulations, good job. You've held 1-star diamond for 6 weeks. Here's a little throwing something in there for you. As you reach team leader, boom, boom, we are actually going to be sending you a fun, sexy backpack. And let me tell you something, I love it. And I've been trying to get my hands on one for a very long time. And let me tell you something, it's hard to come by. So the fact, Mackenzie says it's my favorite backpack. I really, really want one. So the fact that this is one of the gifts that we're giving out, I think is really fun. So you'll also receive that in addition to everything else that I've already mentioned. So now we've made our way to team leader. We're still walking on the road to elite, and we are going to our next stop. Our next stop is premier leader. Premier leader is much like the qualifications from this year, where it was to be a paid 2-star diamond or higher, being held for 6 consecutive weeks, any 6 consecutive weeks, or being paid as for 1 week in December. And let me help you guys understand why we say the or. So we say either 6 weeks, any consecutive 6 weeks, or 1 week in December. And really that's so that everyone has a shot. You know, that's so that person who signs up in July and maybe has the goal to do it, and they have their actions match their goals to actually do it, those people still have the opportunity to build a team and to do everything that comes with building a 2-star diamond team. And it's, maybe they can't hold it for 6 weeks because they're still building it. But if they can do it by the end of the year, then they will still lock in that rank qualification. And so we really want to make sure that everyone has the opportunity, and it's not just 6 weeks, and it's not just 1 week in December. So back to the premier leader, this person also has earned 75 leadership points. They've molded at least 1 new diamond this year, and they have 5,000 volume on their weak leg. So now we want to make sure that you are not just talking the talk, but you are really walking the walk, and you're earning an income as a premier leader. That's a substantial one. And as we're walking on our road, we end up at elite. And an elite leader, like I mentioned earlier, 5-star diamond, 105 leadership points, and 2 new diamonds. So how do we do this? These leadership points. There's 3 ways to earn leadership points. The first way is through your APV, your advancement personal volume. Acquisition personal volume. Acquisition personal volume is what APV stands for. And you'll earn 1 leadership point for every 500 points in total. And that's really not the thing that I want you to remember. What I want you to remember is this. A monthly volume goal to cap out in your APV category will be 2,083. 2,083 from 2019 coaches and 2019 customers. 2,083 volume per month from 2019 coaches and customers. Remembering that personal volume comes from your personal orders and your customer orders. And so just kind of playing around with this, that's what I want you to remember, 2,083. But playing around with this a little bit, I broke it down further. We're talking about Transform 20. We're talking about the deluxe pack. That's 8 challenge packs. That's Success Club 16 to reach this goal. Or, because let me tell you, one of my pain points with calling this category APV is that it makes you believe it's only acquisition. And what did I say at the beginning? It's acquisition, retention, expansion. And this category, really, the description of it is limiting because it's not just acquisition, it is retention too. So another way that you can go about earning this 2,083 volume every month is by earning Success Club 10, 5 deluxe Transform 20 challenge packs, and ensuring that 8 people maintain their Shakeology every month. 8 people from your past, from 2019 though, maintain their Shakeology. Success Club 10 and making sure 8 people stay on who are 2019 customers or coaches. Y'all, this is attainable. These numbers are not crazy. These numbers are doable. These numbers are in your purview, regardless if you started 3 years ago, regardless if you started 3 months ago. This is doable for any of us, especially the people on this call that I'm talking to, because clearly you guys know the way. So that's really what I want you to remember. 2,083. That's the goal to cap it out. All right. The second way to earn our leadership points is through our personally sponsored Success Club. And you earn 1 point each time you have a 2018 or 2019 coach in Success Club. The fun thing about that is that expansion's a part of the game. As they hit it, when you hit Success Club also, those points double. So that's not what I want you to remember. What I want you to remember in this category and how to earn the points is that it comes from 2018, 2019 coaches. So you want to know who they are. You want to know who your players are. Everyone contributes to this elite goal, but you definitely want to know who your key players are. And then the goal is to help an average of 3 people, 3 personal sponsored coaches earn Success Club each month. 3 on average. So that means maybe in January you get 1, or maybe in January you get 0. That's okay, because our goal is to average 3. And we can pick that back up as we begin to instill more of a Success Club culture in our organizations. But this is the thing about helping 3. Well, the cap for this is 50. Helping 3 will actually end you with 72 points in that category. So the real goal is 2 to 3 on average. 2 to 3 PS coaches from 2018, 2019 in Success Club. Y'all, this is doable. This is nothing crazy. I mean, this is us going the way, showing the way. This is us talking the talk and walking the walk and bringing people on with us. That's really and truly what this, we can do this. And then the third and final way to earn leadership points is through your PS1 Plus Success Club. Lord, that is a mouthful. We all call it different things. I just want you to know early. But what I want you to know, not necessarily what I want you to write down, what I want you to know about this is that you earn 1 leadership point each time a brand new coach, a brand new 2019 coach earns a Success Club point, just 1 in their first full month of coaching. So technically, each brand new coach in 2019 has 2 months to earn 1 point so that you can earn a point in this category. The thing that I want you to remember in this category, the thing that I want you to write down is 1 is 2019 coaches. 2, to set a goal to help 1 person every quarter earn success starters. 1 person every quarter earning success starters. Remember, Success Starters is the 3-month program where they come in right away and they help, they earn Success Club, they help 3 or more, they have earn Success Club the 1st, 2nd, 3rd month, they earn a trip to Summit, the ticket. So that's a Success Starter program. So helping 1 person every quarter, so every 3 months, earn Success Starters. But then for this particular leadership goal or a leadership point goal, I would say to have a goal to help at least 1 new coach sell a challenge pack in their first full month. So we should end the year with around 12 in this category. And remember, in this case, their first full month technically means 2 months. Am I making sense still? Totally doable. Helping one coach every month, help one person, helping their best friend also feel the things that I shared earlier and the things that you guys are feeling amongst each other and the relationships and camaraderie and the legacy that you guys are leaving, helping them help one person, even as a challenger. Wow, this is doable. And this road, like I said, ends to elite. And we're first going to hit team builder on our road. We're next going to hit team leader, then premier, then elite. That really is the elite program, but I don't want you to take my word for it. I want you to take their word.
Because we get the chance to look at you in the face and officially congratulate you as in 2015 Elite Coach.
You guys! We did it, we did it, we did it. Yeah, it was full of ups and downs, but it's all worth it. I'm a better coach because of what I went through. I'm shaking, like, I didn't think I was going to do it. I really second-guessed myself, and I really didn't think I was going to do it. We did it. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna start bawling right now. Thank you for calling me. It's the best day ever. Everyone on the street in Chicago can hear me too, right? I'm a 2015 Elite Coach.
Number 3.
Sorry. I should have been cuter for this moment. I am a 4-time Elite Coach. I am a 2015 Elite Coach, baby. I am a 2015 Elite Coach. I am Loretta Atkins. I am a 2015 Elite Coach.
And I'm her husband, David Atkins. I'm a 2015 Elite Coach. Good.
The one goal you work for all year and to like finally have it be official. It's like
We do have some absolutely incredible news for you. Mr. Neiman? Well, Brittany, congratulations. You are the 10th of our Elite 10 coaches for 2015. Congratulations.
Seriously? Are you serious?
We're serious. You're joining us in Bora Bora.
There's my husband here right now. Oh my god. This is the ugly cry. This is the ugly cry. Thank you guys so much for always inspiring.
Outside of me uploading the incorrect video from years ago, even though it's years old, it still means the same, and it gets me every time. Elite means that we are truly helping people reach their goals and live a healthy and fulfilling life. And so if anyone on this call has any questions as to why they should strive to lead an elite team, please ask me now, because I think without a doubt, if your vision, if your mission is parallel to ours, it's something that you should strive for. So That's all I got for the Road to Elite. I'm going to wipe my eyes, and then I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Any questions?
What would you say? Can you hear me?
Yes.
We have a lot of new teammates on here. What would you say to the brand new coach coming in who probably doesn't even understand what any of this means? Can they do this next year?
Yeah, I really hope that the way that I spoke about it today allows for everyone, regardless of your tenure and matriculation in this business, to understand that you can do it. Because while I talk about the leadership points and the APB and the acquisition, retention, expansion, at the end of the day, it boils back down to us ending trends. It boils back down to us impacting lives. Because remember that our success is directly attached to our impact and our ability to touch lives. And so if you are just helping people, period, get started in a holistic way, then you are doing the things necessary to lead an elite team. So it doesn't matter how long you've been in it. It doesn't matter what you know. It doesn't even matter that you understand this elite program. You don't need to understand it to still do it. And so at the end of the day, it goes back to our mission, helping people reach their goals and live a healthy and fulfilling life, period. Great question. Who feels like they can do it? Okay, still see a few hands down. I would love to talk more, but I love the hands that are up. I love it because you can. I believe in it. Well, I know I've taken up 8 more minutes than what you were expecting. I know that you guys are going to stay on a little bit longer. Guys, I'm absolutely positively here for you if you have more questions or if you just want for me to tell you why you can do it and why I believe in you and your team's capabilities. Just let me know. I'm the only Keichun Grave on Facebook. But congratulations again to the teams that are represented. Regardless of how long you've been on the team, you're a part of that. You're a part of an elite team. So be proud of that. And let's do it again. All right. Mwah!
Thank you so much, Keichun.
No problem. Bye.
All right, guys, we're going to let you go in a second, but I know that it's also kind of scary to ask questions while somebody from corporate's on. So if you guys have anything that you guys want to go over or any questions that you want to elaborate on. Natalie, do you want to add anything on there?
I actually don't have anything for once. Unless somebody has questions, then I'd be more than happy to help. I thought she did a great job.
Yeah, and I want you guys to know that I created this. I'm going to post this in both team pages tonight. This is everything she just said. You guys know me. I am on top of it. I've created it into a packet for you. So you guys can all print them off, and it's going to be a tracker that you can follow throughout 2019 to check it off. But I am telling you that my biggest thing that she did not say that I would like to just add on quickly is that there's still 3 weeks left in this year, and it's a great opportunity to push yourself to get to that first benchmark. For those of you that are brand new, for those of you that are like newer emeralds, or maybe you're a diamond coach right now, everything and every action that you should be doing from here until the end of the year is getting yourself closer to the next benchmark. So diamonds, pushing toward 1 star, emerald coaches, new coaches, ask your coach how to get to diamond. Ask them to help you. Ask them to hold your hand and walk with you through that, because this starts at diamond and it pushes you to 5 star. So wherever you are, start, like how she said, assessing your downline. Go through your organizations. Who are the emeralds that are going to make you diamond? Who are the current diamond, or who are the people that can go diamond to help you go into a 1 star qualification, and then help them see the vision within this too. That's the beauty of it, is that we all can be doing this at the exact same time. Like you can hand this to your emeralds to push for diamond. Your emeralds can hand this to coaches. And before you know it, by the end of 2019, I honestly, when they showed us this for the very first time, I was like so excited about the opportunity of what this could do for our team in 2019, because it's just it's laid out so nicely. It's like, we might have achieved elite 4 and 3 years now, but we start at 0 on day 1, just like you guys do. We have to produce new diamonds. We have to earn all those points again. Like, we have to go through all this. So it's just fun because we're all on the same ground. And like Keichun said, this volume thing, and I want to talk about that really quickly and then I will let you go. But this volume thing that they're adding in there is what's going to help make you guys money. And that's the biggest thing. And I did a call with a couple coaches before, but the easiest way to see what your weak leg volume is going into your Coach Online office, go to your volume, look at the number that is less from the last 5 weeks and add it up. So if your left leg's your strong leg, your right leg's your strong leg, you're always going to pick the number that's smaller and then add them up from 5 weeks. And that's going to show you what your weak leg volume is for 5 weeks. And I'll post something in the team pages with that. Yeah, and it's right now, it's explained. Yeah, I'll share some screenshots and we can do that, both team pages, to show you what your weak leg volume is. The only thing with the Leadership Ladder one is that this is a 5-week one and Leadership Ladder only does 4 weeks. So you're going to want to add on that extra week. So I just would tell people to go in there, but it's attainable. Every single person can do this. And once you get started, like she said, it's all about duplication and it's just helping people help people.
I want to say this real quick too. One of the categories that they added in this year that's going to be a first, which is awesome, is the Success Starter category. What that means is you guys sign on, you guys know what Success Starter program is. You sign on a new coach, you help them hit Success Club in their first month and their second month and in their third month. And every time you produce a Success Starter, which is somebody that hits consecutively the first 3 months, you're going to earn points for that towards this tracker, towards the program. So in thinking ahead, and where my brain's at, and where Kelsey's brain's at, and I'm sure some other leaders on this call too, is that we are trying to bring in as many coaches as possible right now in December. Because if we can help people lock in Success Club in December, then they're going to be Success Starters come February. And those are going to be points contributed to this. So it doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter how your year ended up. All that matters is that there's half a month left in December that you could get ahead for next year by starting to implement some of these tools that are really going to help you get focused on where your direction needs to be moving forward.
Yeah, so I just love it this year because like you could be helping your team, like Team SB or Misfit Legion achieving elite, but at the same time, like you're achieving it at the very same time. I just think that's like the coolest thing in the entire world is to say like, our team is going to hit elite with elite coaches. You know what I mean? Like that's just super freaking cool. So if you guys don't have any other questions, I will upload this to both team pages tonight so you guys can print them off. I know I sent them over to some people already, but I would get this printed off, start going over it. And if it's something that you're wanting, reach out to your upline coach or your Star Diamond upline coach and be like, help me do this. Because this is going to be a passion project. I know Natalie's on the same page of ours next year is just helping as many people achieve this as possible. So, all right, guys, you have an awesome rest of your night, and we will talk to you later.